Good day, I'm Connie Anthony, and welcome to another episode of Making a Difference, where together we continue to learn about businesses, organizations, and the people in our communities that are changing their world. Dr. Jonas Salk said, "I feel that the greatest reward for doing is the opportunity to do more." Here are a couple of organizations that are doing more for their community. The year 1925 saw the start of the greatest building boom Fairmont had ever seen. Projects included the filtration plant, the post office, gas plant, and more than 100 private building enterprises. The old post office building, located at Main Street and West First Street, was far too small to handle the increased volume following the decision by the federal government to offer parcel post delivery. Community leaders lobbied for a new facility centrally located in the emerging business district on North Avenue. In 1925, land was secured on the corner of Blue Earth and North Avenues, and construction of the new Fairmont Post Office was completed in 1926 at a cost of just under $50,000. Over the decades, volumes grew and expansion plans were considered. There was talk from time to time about construction of a new building or undertaking a major expansion of the post office's current facility. Then, in 2000, it was announced that the post office would be relocating its operations to the south end of the Five Lakes Center. Following the move, the old post office was put up for sale by the U.S. government with the proviso that the historic covenants of the building be preserved. This, despite the fact that the inside of the building had been totally stripped of all characteristics that identified the building as a post office. In 2001, Steve and Carol Pierce stepped forward, purchased the building, and went about renovating the interior space to house an office complex. Much care was taken to preserve and protect the integrity of the building and many of its original features, such as brickwork in the basement, postal lookout vantage points in the ceiling, skylights, woodwork, and flooring where possible. The project was a labor of love for Steve, who grew up several blocks from the building. Steve had always admired the old post office and considered it to be a city landmark worthy of the time and effort it took to preserve. In addition, Steve and Carol have displayed memorabilia relating to Fairmont's history throughout the building. The basement serves as a gathering place for small groups and events, and visitors are always welcome to tour the building and take in the unique structural features that were preserved during the renovation process. On May 12, 2008, the old post office was placed on the National Register of Historic Places. The Pierce family was recognized for the role they played in the preservation of the building. They were further thanked for being active participants in the national movement, which aims to preserve for the benefit of future generations our cultural heritage. We salute Steve and Carol Pierce for the care they have taken to preserve this historic Fairmont building and for making a difference in their community.